Calling, calling to order the Orleans Parish School Board hearing, charter requests for application, November 18, 2025. The time is now 5 o'clock. May I have a roll call, please?
Ms. Bodwin, Ms. Eames,
Here.
Ms. Spiro,
Present.
Ms. Griffin, Mr. Marshall, Mr. Parker, Mr. Zervigon.
Here.
Also present, Dr. Fatima Fulmore, Superintendent, Ashley Halpern, Board Counsel. You have a quorum.
Thank you very much. I will go to rules for public comments and yield to our counsel.
Anyone wishing to speak with regard to items on the agenda should fill out a public comment card and submit it to the board secretary. Cards will be received up to 1/2 hour after the meeting begins. Each person shall be permitted to speak up to 2 minutes as established by the chair. I'll recognize the speaker and give the speaker permission to proceed. The speaker shall state their name and address for the board records. Those who have a group concern are encouraged to select a spokesperson from the group to address the concern. Speakers are expected to be as concise as possible and to present their questions and comments in an objective manner in accordance with good taste and decorum and without reference to or insinuations against the board, its members, or school system employees. Disruptions or disorderly conduct at the public hearing will constitute grounds for the presiding officer to ask security personnel to remove the offender. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'm going to yield to the interpreters for your services for today's meeting. Oh, I didn't, okay. I knew it wasn't on mine. She said I didn't have to do it, so I'm getting ahead of myself. But is it okay if we do it?
Sure.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you, Vice President Eam. Good evening, board members. Good evening, Dr. Fulmore, Superintendent. Good evening, members of community. My name is Viet Quyên Pham. I will provide interpretation services in Vietnamese. Xin chào toàn thể quý vị. Tôi là Viet Quyên. Tôi là thông dịch viên. Tôi sẽ thông dịch cho quý vị ở buổi họp này. Nếu quý vị cần, xin quý vị cho tôi biết. Xin chân thành cảm ơn.
Good evening, board members, members of our community. Dr. Fulmore, my name is Tanya Vignot, and I'll be your Spanish interpreter for today. Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Tania Vignot y seré su intérprete de español para hoy. Por favor, avísame si necesito un aparato de interpretación. Muchas gracias.
Thank you both. We'll move now to the adoption of the agenda. Do we have any additions, deletions, or modifications to the agenda?
We do not.
Okay, hearing none. May I have a motion to adopt the agenda as provided?
So move.
Moved by Board Member Griffin. Second by Board Member Zervigon. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, we move on. Moving now to, I'm going to acknowledge our Chief of Data Accountability and Portfolio, Chief Max J.
Great. Thank you all so much. All right, the sun is going down. It is a lovely evening to talk about charter school applications. Tonight is the public hearing on charter school applications. We are here because pursuant to law, prior to approving a charter for a Type 1 or Type 3 school, the local school board considering that proposal should hold a public meeting for the purpose of considering the proposal and receiving public input. Such meetings shall be held after reasonable efforts have been made by the board to notify the public of the meeting and its content. Speaking of notification, we also want to thank our applicant group who was able to get here earlier and allow us to start as soon as we possibly could so that we can all get out of here tonight. So thank you guys. Okay, the applicant group is Legacy of Excellence. They are applying for a transformation through the transformation application to run a potential grade K through 8 school. In terms of where we are in the process, this is the public hearing. The next step is that this application will be evaluated by our third-party review team. Our applicants will go through capacity interviews. They'll have the opportunity to respond to feedback, respond to those capacity interviews, and then all of that will be wrapped up in a final decision that we recommend to this board on January 22nd. 3 other key dates to keep in mind. January 22nd, that is when we will bring our recommendations about this charter application to you. January 27th is the deadline for the school board to reject the superintendent's recommendation, should you choose to do so. And then on February 9th, that would be the deadline for this school who's applying for a local type 1 charter to appeal to Bessie for a potential type 2. The way that these hearings are going to go tonight and have gone in the past is that our applicants will have 10 minutes to speak to you as board members. You have the opportunity to submit a PowerPoint presentation. They do have a PowerPoint presentation they'll be walking you guys through. We can then do public comment. And then lastly, you guys, of course, can ask any questions of our charter applicants that you have. But this is let me introduce you to what we're proposing. The evaluation comes next. But of course, they're here. Feel free to ask questions. All right. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Dr. Jeremy Brooks for their presentation. That I just messed up. Good. All right. Thanks.
Yep. Thank you, Max. Good evening, and thank you for the introduction. To Superintendent Dr. Fulmore, Vice President Eames, and to the surrounding board members around the column. I am Dr. J. Cornell Brooks, the Chief Executive Officer of Legacy of Excellence, who operates and manages Ben Franklin Elementary Middle Mathematics and Science School, but also affectionately known as Baby Ben. Nearly 40 years ago, Ben Franklin Elementary was established with the mission to provide a quality education to all students across the city of New Orleans. In 2018, Legacy of Excellence took the helm and continued this mission as the charter management organization that oversees the daily operations of the school. We currently serve approximately 760 students in grades pre-K through 8 in the city of New Orleans, with 98% of our students who have economic barriers and over 18% of our students who are diverse learners. Our mission centers around 3 pillars: exposure, experience, and excellence. It is our responsibility to provide exposure to a meaningful and authentic learning experience that achieves excellence for all students. And our philosophy to uphold this mission is rooted in our core values. And these are our BEARS values: belief, excellence, accountability, respect, and service. And as a school community, we take pride to instill these values in our students, staff, and families each and every day. As an organization that manages a single site across 2 campuses, we are situated in the following structure. This structure ensures that our students are equipped to meet the demands of academic rigor, are provided with the essential support services, and are in facilities to engage students in an orderly learning environment. The through line of our 3 E's, exposure, experience, and excellence, is modeled through our curriculum, instructional model, student supports, and student programming and teacher development. These key factors are integral in our overall school performance. And over the last several years, we've worked to provide quality education to our students. In post-COVID, we have improved our school performance score and progress index by more than 10 points, showing that we are consistently improving student outcomes every year. And Legacy of Excellence is driven by 3 priorities: increasing school performance, enhancing student culture, and funding development. To ensure that we accomplish our priorities, we engaged in the following key levers: curriculum and assessments. Our schools utilize Tier 1 curriculum. In our academic program, we make sure that the curriculum and assessments are cohesive so that students display mastery of the academic standard. To assist students in meeting the demands of academic standards, our educators work collaboratively in conceptually understanding their content lessons and support each other to improve their lesson delivery. Owning our data, we have a data-driven instructional model. Our school community is motivated by data to inform their instructional practices. All educators and students know their academic goals. The educators facilitate data talks with students biweekly so that students can meet their quarterly goals and ultimately their end of the year goals. School leaders and instructional coaches facilitate this learning with educators while they utilize student work to adjust their pedagogy to ensure students are equipped to maximize their fullest potential in the classroom. And it is integral that we provide students with the necessary services so that they can be productive learners and citizens through our student interventions and supports. Within our model, our multi-tiered system and supports allows us to identify and support all of our students both academically and socially through our universal screeners. One of our highlights in our academic support systems is our SOAR Hour, which is a 1-hour intervention block. And the purpose of this intervention block is to strengthen our students' academic skills in all content areas. Students are situated in small groups based on their academic data and paired with teachers to support them in those specific content areas. Also, through our restorative approaches, which works with students to become solution-oriented scholars and exemplify our core values of accountability and respect. These supports, coupled together, is our holistic approach for the well-being of our students. And in order for our students to be successful, we must pour into the development of our educators through our teacher support and development. Our model encompasses job-embedded professional development facilitated by our instructional coaches who model best practices of instructional delivery. We have observation and feedback cycles to support the overall professional growth of educators by utilizing the instructional rubric from the Department of Education. This tool aids us in strengthening our teacher practices that improve student outcomes. But aside from the academic components that were mentioned in teacher supports, we curate the learning space for students to express themselves through theatrical and visual arts, music, and STEM activities and athletics. Over the years, we've expanded our student opportunities, in which some of the things that we offer are high school courses where our students take Algebra 1, English 1, and by the way, we have a 100% passing rate. These activities have enhanced student participation at both of our campuses, which makes Ben Franklin a place for all students to learn and grow as scholars. Someone may ask, why do we desire to expand our reach in New Orleans? But it's simple, it's our impact. We educate students that span across all areas of New Orleans. Many of our students across the geographical areas attend Ben Franklin. Most of our staff have been at Ben Franklin for at least 10 plus years. We have a 90% staff retention rate. We're continuing to work through school improvement. As I mentioned, 100% of our students who are enrolled in high school courses earn the credit, and not just earn the credit, but they excel on that end of the year test by scoring mastery in advance. And through our restorative practices to improve our school culture. And so Legacy of Excellence is a proud operator of New Orleans and believes that all students deserve to have a high-quality education, which our scholars can impart their knowledge to lead our nation in the 21st century. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions, board members?
Vice President Eames, there are no public comments that have been submitted.
Thank you. Well, then I'll ask Mr. Marshall.
Mrs. Stampley, you know her?
Yes, I do know Mrs. Stampley.
I sit here and I'm always happy that I'm here, and I can say that Ben Franklin was the school where my daughter that I talked about earlier that graduated from Franklin High School. That was her first teaching assignment under Miss Stampley at Baby Ben.
Oh, okay.
Small world.
Small world.
And I just hope that you all can continue and expand what you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Marshall.
Thank you, Mr. Marshall. Any other comments from board members? Hearing none. Ms. Bureau.
Are there any plans for what facility you would want to, would you want to expand facilities, or you are housed at 2 sites currently? Do you have any plans around that?
Yes, so when we think about facilities, one of the things we think about is being in a Tier 1 facility. And currently, we are in 2 buildings. One of our buildings is a Tier 4 facility. And we, as long-term, one thing we do look at is to possibly consolidate into one Tier 1 facility that houses all of our students.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't see any other comments. I'm sorry, I don't see any other comments from the board, and we'd just like to thank you for coming today, Superintendent Fulmore. Any questions?
Now, I would just like to commend the Legacy of Excellence leadership and team for the great work that they do. I've been to the school a number of times. I sat in that classroom. I'm not surprised that English 1, Algebra 1 reaches mastery 100% because I felt like I was in school again just walking through. And so we know the great education that students receive at Baby Ben and how you've grown and expanded, just the opportunities that students have. And so we continue to be proud of you and your team and the students because they shine bright at Baby Ben. And so thank you for bringing your proposal to us and how you would like to bring that to more children in the city.
Yes, thank you.
Okay,
Okay, thank you, Ms. Singh.
thank you. That's it, Max? Okay. With that, there are no further items on the agenda. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by Board Member Griffith and second by Board Member Bureau. All those in favor? Aye. We don't have any opposed, I'm sure. Well, you'll be here by yourself. The meeting is adjourned at 5:17.